You are not alone if having conversations about money with your partner is uncomfortable or downright accusatory. Money conversations tend to be very high conflict. Sometimes it ends up with one or both people crying or slamming a door, and it doesn't have to be that way. In fact, it can be the opposite. It can be extremely intimate, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome back to The Finance Therapist, where we are going to unravel the complexities of finance and relationships through the lens of compassion, understanding, and intimacy. I'm your host, Michelle Pava, and in today's episode, we are going to dive deep into the hearts of couples and intimacy and explore how to navigate money conflicts in relationships. Money is often cited as one of the leading causes of stress and conflict with relationships. This is because there's differing spending habits to conflicting financial goals, and goals change through time. And it's not uncommon for couples to find themselves at odds when it comes to finances. Often there's also communication issues with what's going on in the house. But beneath the surface lies a deeper truth. Money conflicts often stem from unmet emotional needs and communication breakdowns. Let me give you an example. I'm going to use a more traditional family, mom and dad, and 2 kids. Let's say that dad works, he is the breadwinner, maybe mom works part-time or doesn't work, okay? She is taking care of the family. Dad says, okay, I'm going to work and I'm bringing home the income and you're going to take care of the kids. And he's not getting as involved in the day-to-day of creating the meals, going food shopping, the kids, what they need for school and sports. So mom is doing the best she can on the budget that she has, and sometimes she goes over budget. Dad looks at it like, what's going on? Here's the budget. Why are you not paying attention to the budget? He's feeling that she's taking advantage of him, and she's feeling like he's completely disconnected to what their needs are. So that's a communication breakdown where she probably could use a little help that's compassionate on understanding how to stretch the dollars and also maybe how to prioritize where the dollars are going. And it's also going to be some unmet emotional needs because they're both going to be bringing emotion into it. So you can see how even with just that quick example that there can be conflict. So in couples financial counseling, it's essential to recognize that money conflicts are rarely just about money. They are often a manifestation of underlying issues such as trust, control, security, and we're bringing these in from our childhood as well, okay? So it's not just the here and now. So example, one partner exhibits more of an avoidant behavior when it comes to discussing finances, and the other may interpret that as a lack of caring or involvement even in the relationship. On the other hand, if one partner is constantly questioning and probing about financial matters, maybe they're anxious about it, the other partner might feel attacked or accused, leading to further conflict and resentment. You can see how these can turn into intimacy killers, right? So these dynamics can create a cycle of misunderstanding, frustration, and erode the foundation of trust and intimacy in the relationship. So how can couples bridge this gap and find some common ground when it comes to money? Well, the key lies into fostering open and honest communication. This cultivates empathy, but understand that if they did not see their role models growing up having honest, open communication about money, or they saw trauma around it, it's not going to be that easy to just jump into that, okay? Although if they can, that will help build a shared vision for the future. So I'm going to give you some strategies to help you navigate money conflicts and strengthen your relationship, okay? So here we go. Practice active listening. This means do not interrupt. Do not finish each other's sentences. I know that a lot of couples think that's cute and it means that they know each other really well. It actually just means that you're being rude, okay? And active listening doesn't mean this is the time to pull in your empath intuitive abilities and think that you know what your partner is going to say. Even if you're right, let them say it. There is a dignity in letting the other person speak. So take turns listening to each other without interruption, without any special powers, without rushing to offer solutions. Validate your partner's feelings and concerns, even if you don't agree with them. So by truly hearing each other's perspectives, you actually can foster more empathy and understanding just by keeping your mouth quiet. I'm not kidding. It really helps. And trust me, I've had to learn how to do this. So explore also each other's money scripts. That means not just think that you know where they came from, but have conversations about it. Take time to explore your individual money beliefs and upbringing. Understand how your past experiences shape your current attitudes towards money and how they may differ from your partner's. And by acknowledging and respecting each other's money scripts, you can find more in common and have a common ground to identify the areas of growth. So I don't want you to look at it as who had the better upbringing or measure it or compare it in like weird ways. I want you to just think of where can we find the common ground? Where can we find the weak links? How can we mend the links? And how can we identify these areas for mutual growth? I want you to set clear boundaries and expectations. These are often seen as punishments. Okay, a boundary is not a punishment, it is a gift. An expectation is also something that you want to have. You want to know that there's going to be something that there's a commitment to. So establishing a clear boundary and an expectation around financial decisions do help with decision making and responsibilities. I want you to discuss how you're going to manage joint expenses, savings goals, discretionary spending, agree on a budgeting system that works for both of you, and also revisit it regularly to make adjustments as needed. And you need to do that. I also want you to really, this is a biggie, practice compromise, practice flexibility. So when you are inflexible or you can't compromise, if it's your way or no way, or if your partner is saying, you know, this is the way it's always been, let's keep it this way, and they're inflexible, that's going to kill the intimacy in your relationship. So recognize that compromise is essential in any relationship, especially when it comes to money, but beyond that. So however you're treating your financial issues is going to carry into other areas of your relationship. So if you're resentful about how you're being treated financially in your relationship, it's probably going to show up in other areas as well. Be willing to meet halfway and to find creative solutions that honor both of you. Both partners need to be prioritized, you know, it needs to be equal. Practice flexibility and adaptability as your financial situation and goals evolve over time. So by incorporating these strategies, just a few of them as a do-it-yourself, into your relationship, you can transform your money conflicts. Now, I do have free resources on my website, so just go ahead over there and grab. I have a year-long program that you can grab that is going to help you. There's weekly prompts, and there's a little crash course in it. It's the Flex program. So do that if you want. And I also have courses and things for couples as well. But remember that the goal isn't to eliminate all disagreements, okay? I know a lot of couples think that that is what they're looking for. They just want everything to be smooth sailing. And that just isn't going to happen because income changes, life changes, the economy changes. So there's always going to be some up and down, always. But how you communicate and how you respect each other is going to be the area that is your foundation. So it's not about eliminating every disagreement, but actually how to navigate them with compassion and understanding. And that's where the intimacy comes in. Just like in life, your life is not always going to be perfect, but as long as you have trust and love and commitment and loyalty, you're going to have more intimacy, right? Well, finances are the same way. So anyway, I want you to approach this with empathy and openness and understand that money conflicts are something that actually can strengthen a relationship because you're learning how to have a deeper bond with your partner and you're deepening your connection. So if you're struggling to find common ground in your relationship or you need support in navigating money conflicts, consider seeking couples counseling or financial therapy with me. That would be also amazing. A trained therapist can provide guidance and tools and support to help you overcome obstacles and build a stronger, more resilient partnership. I personally have support groups. I have free programs. I have courses. I have books. this podcast. So I have a lot of different resources for you to consume. And I just want to thank you for joining me on this journey of exploration and growth. And I've been on it myself as well. Remember, you are not alone in your struggles, and there's always hope for healing and transforming. And until next time, may you find peace and harmony and abundance in every aspect of your life, including in your relationship. So I'm signing off, Michelle Pava. Take care, and may your relationships be filled with love, understanding, and financial harmony. You can reach me at thefinancetherapist.com, thefinancetherapist.com.